Hello and welcome to this frenzy episode of 360 Sports. I'm your host, Brady Welsh, and we got quite the crew in the studio today. We got Alex McChrystal, Ben Barker, and Isabella Sposato, and we are going to get right into the headlines here. First headline, we got Shedeur Sanders got his first chance in an NFL game last Sunday, and this week he's going to make his first career start against the Raiders. How do you expect Shedeur Sanders to play?
Well, it is time for people to realize Shedeur Sanders is not an NFL quarterback. If we are talking about just pure statistics and the way he's played football, he was the most sacked quarterback in all of NFL preseason, and he just looks like a fish out of water when he doesn't have guys that are probably accountants right now chasing him around the backfield. It sounds harsh, but I mean, the guy can't throw the football, and most of his big plays were him running around and making guys miss. And the kind of athletes you see in the NFL, it's just not going to work out that way. So I hope he does well, because it would be awesome if he does well. And he's an exciting player to watch, but I just don't think his play style fits the NFL well.
Yeah, I mean, you go back to last week. I mean, 416 passes, 47 yards, interception, just not a good game at all. But I'm going to cut him some slack here just because just the situation that he was put in. I mean, he's a third-string quarterback going into this year. Joe Flacco obviously was the guy that was supposed to be the quarterback for the Browns. And then he goes, and then just Shedeur hasn't really had the opportunity to play with the first-team offense. There was a lot of issues with throwing the ball. He was very unfamiliar with his receivers. So I cut him some slack on that end. I think he's going to bounce back. I think he's going to have a good game against the Raiders. I mean, the Raiders are the Raiders. We know that at this point. They're middle of a pack defense. They're not nothing special. So I think we're going to see Shedeur really flourish. I think he has a week of practice with the first team offense. He's gonna ball out. I think he's gonna. I mean, I wouldn't say he's gonna ball out. It's kind of too early to tell, but I think he's gonna do really good.
I think because, first of all, took the words right out of my mouth, both of you. But I think people are going hard with him because of that whole controversy after the draft and how his father was like, he doesn't deserve to be on the Browns. He deserves to be on the team like the Lions or the Chiefs or whoever's good, whoever's a Super Bowl contender. And he gets chosen for the Browns. And I mean, he's like, I feel like he's very entitled and he thinks he's like up there as one of the best quarterbacks. He should have been a first round pick. He should have been in the top 10. No, like you said, third string quarterback, rookie, Dylan Gabriel beat him because he's better than him. And his first game, we were expecting him to be, let's say, oh, we were wrong. He should have been the first round. He shouldn't have been the fifth round, but obviously did not exceed the expectations, being sacked twice, throwing an interception. That's not how you want to start a game. I will say it was third quarter. It was last minute. I get it. But if you're going to go into Sunday with that kind of play you just did, and what if he loses to the Raiders? That just is like, all right, he's hopeless. Never mind. He deserves to be a fifth round pick. Yeah. But if he puts up those points, if he makes those yards, if he makes the correct passes, if he gets the right coaching, then you know what? I'll say I was wrong. He definitely has potential. I do want him to do well. I wouldn't want him to do terrible. I don't want anyone to do terrible as a rookie, but he needs more practice. Yeah. He shouldn't be saying, "Oh, I'm better than a lot of quarterbacks." Like you're not. He didn't make his mark third quarter. He didn't surprisingly wow anyone.
Yeah, I think he's gonna find that chemistry for sure. I mean,
I hope he does.
He only played half of football, I'd say.
Yeah, so he started the third quarter.
Yeah, so he's gonna have a lot of time. He had a lot of time this week to figure it out. Obviously, it's gonna be a quick turnaround, but I think he's gonna be all right.
Yeah, I mean, my argument, people are like, "Well, we didn't have time to practice." First off, he's had 10 weeks, and second off, Jackson Dart and Tyler
he practices every week.
He practices every week.
He's also not.
Of course he does. Like, what do you mean?
He plays with guys who are better than the guys he played with in college all the time. And look at Tyler Shuck, Jackson Dart. They come in immediately and win a game and are amazing.
See, that's what I look at. I'm looking at Jackson Dart and all the other rookie quarterbacks that started, like Cam Ward. They play well. I mean, yeah, Cam Ward is on the Titans. I mean, yeah, they're not good, but at least he's better than Shedeur, obviously. But yeah, he's not. He doesn't deserve to be a first round pick if he's or like argue that he should have been a first-round pick if this is the performance he's going to bring to the Raiders.
There was
Sunday.
not a mistake in him being drafted in the 5th round. It was not a mistake.
Thank you.
The only
Thank
reason
you.
he was drafted is because the Browns owner went over top the GM to draft him just because of the publicity, which they are getting publicity.
Yeah.
So if you're a 2-8 team and you really want some publicity, well, here's your distracting quarterback. So
He's going to be headlines like every week that he's starting.
yeah,
Guaranteed.
exactly.
I mean, if there's any team that needs publicity, it's the Cleveland Browns. And honestly, Shedeur Sanders, I never thought he was that good in college just watching him. He didn't really wow me at any point. Maybe that like one game against Colorado State a couple years ago. But then again, it's Colorado State. But moving on, speaking of college, we're going to talk about former Penn State coach James Franklin going to Virginia Tech. They signed to a 5-year deal to be the head coach of the Hokies. What effect do you guys think this has on the college football world?
Well, I'll say that. Let me preface this. This is a home run hire for Virginia Tech.
I
mean, I thought he was going to
100%.
Arkansas. Now, if Arkansas can't get James Franklin, then they're screwed. But that's besides the point. I think this is the perfect hire for them. He's back in the ACC where he coached Maryland for years. All right. While that's the case, if he couldn't win the big one at Penn State with millions of dollars in resources, one of the #1 alumni bases in all of America, and a crowd of 110,000 people. I saw a post saying, well, he's going to have a great home field advantage. Look at Enter Sandman. I'm sorry. If he couldn't get it done in here, he can't get it done anywhere. I'm sorry. Until he could prove that, he can't. I know a lot of people are like, oh, Penn State's going to regret this. And then they flash the 4-21 against top 25 teams graphic. That's why he was fired. That's the entire reason why he's fired.
100%.
You want 8 wins? You're in the ACC, buddy. Go play Stanford, beat up on them, have a ball. It's going to be a lot harder for like Penn State to recruit in Virginia now. But again, the best Penn State teams we've ever seen, they were all Pennsylvania recruits. Those were their #1 players. Micah Parsons, Saquon Barkley, Trace McSorley. Those are the kind of guys that you have. And if you recruit well in Pennsylvania, Penn State will always be a powerhouse. And you got to get those DC area, Virginia recruits. And I guess that's going to be the story of James Franklin's time there. But there's no way he has the resources he had at Penn State. I still think he's going to win a lot of games, but I don't think he's going to shock anybody. I think you're going to get the same old James Franklin. And you know what? That's great for Virginia Tech. That's awesome for them. But I don't think it's going to be anything special. I don't think we're going to be regretting this in 20 years.
Yeah, I think, I just obviously with the record, James Franklin obviously can't win the big games, but he's a proven program builder. I mean, look what he came into back in 2014 when Penn State hired him. I mean, it was just like not a great program at all. And then slowly over time, like, they start building up a really solid team. And then look at that, they're ranked. So I think he brings a good resume to Virginia Tech. He's won 68% of his games total in college. So the only question is if he can win the big games in the ACC. I mean, the ACC is not getting any worse. I mean, every year I think the ACC is just getting better and better in terms of competition. And I think James Franklin, as a player's coach, he's gonna build these guys up. He's gonna get the recruits that he needs to build a pretty solid roster. And Virginia Tech, I think Virginia Tech fans should be really happy.
I'm glad we're on the same page. I was going to be like, listen, no. But yeah, it's about time they got rid of him. I like you said, I have to give him, he did help rebuild the reputation of Penn State after the whole Sandusky crazy shenanigans that happened. But I do want to address that he hasn't led Penn State to a national championship, even appeared in a national championship since they won in 1986, which is crazy. That's a huge drought. That's worse than the Mets last time winning in 1986. No. And they appeared last year in the Big Ten championship, but I will admit it was a good game.
Yeah.
They didn't. They last time they won was 2016. He has that win, but it just declined ever since. I think he wasn't a good fit for the Big Ten, and his plays with Penn State just got more predictable. The opponent's defense saw that they were able to retaliate against that. He didn't really protect Drew Aller good enough. I feel like I kind of ruined his reputation. I'm sorry, but there was just no change in leadership even after those halves and in those crucial games. Yeah, the players played with heart. They made a difference, but did James Franklin help them in last-minute pressured situations? No. So I think with the Big Ten knowledge he has, it will do him good to be at Virginia Tech. I think he's in the perfect place. I think he deserves to be like somewhere lower to help a team like Virginia Tech rebuild themselves and maybe even appear in the 8 people. Who knows? But again, he's an excellent recruiter. That's his best coaching ability, and he's definitely going to bring a lot of new faces, bright future players, maybe even steal some from Penn State. But
Probably.
I think real.
yeah,
Probably.
but I think
he's
he's
gone.
I think he's going to be really good for Virginia Tech. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, he's an elite program builder, no doubt about that. And this is honestly, like you said, Alex, this is a home run hire for Virginia Tech. Just perfect for him in the ACC, in a place where he doesn't have too many expectations per se. I did see a stat. He is 2-21 against top 6 opponents, and the only NCAA coach with a worse record is ironically Frank Beamer.
Wow.
So this is pretty much
legacy hire.
Yeah, pretty much a legacy hire for Virginia Tech. But anyway, going to the NBA now, LeBron James has made his return to the Lakers on Tuesday. He dropped a double-double, 11 points, 12 assists. The Lakers are 11-4, 4th in the Western Conference. Does LeBron's return officially make the Lakers contenders?
They're already contenders because they have Luka Doncic on their team. Any team with Luka Doncic on their team is a contender. Now, what I will say is at this point in his career, I know people won't want to say this because they'll see a highlight on SportsCenter or something. LeBron James is an above-average starter, and that's fine. Yeah. That is what he is at this career. He's what, 42?
40.
40.
This is still, it's pretty old.
He's going to be 41 in December.
Day before New Year's Eve.
He's 40. And you know what? He's an above-average starter. He should not be the focal point in the offense. It should be Luka Doncic, and it should be Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves is an all-star.
Absolutely.
He's been amazing. Austin Reeves, I think LeBron James is probably the 3rd best player on the Lakers right now. I could be proven wrong, but right now it's Luka Doncic, Austin Reeves, and LeBron James. So I really just think it's going. That team is going as far as Luka and AR's taking them. And look, Luka Doncic took a team to the finals where its second best player was Jalen Brunson. I mean, Jalen Brunson's a fantastic player, but like it's a very similar makeup to that team. What they do need is a center. DeAndre Ayton is not elite. He is average. He is not elite. I don't think at this point in his career he's going to give them anything special. So I don't think it exactly changes their trajectory. I think it's about the same as it was last year.
I mean, I don't even think it really matters at this point. Like, he's getting up there. He's not his prime anymore. He's not shooting like almost 40 points a game anymore. But obviously, it's going to be intimidating to have that lineup with LeBron James, Luka Doncic, and Austin Reeves. It's a good lineup, but the team is really going to dominate since Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves, they're rising star / talented already, and they're both pretty much averaging over 30 points each game. I think even when LeBron was injured, they were doing fine without him. But I think at this point, at his age, he's more gonna be not playing every game. I feel like he'll be resting a week and then he'll come back as a starter. He'll rest during the game, and it'll be a back and forth. It's not like he's 29 years old and playing the whole game. He's up there in age. He's considered old for the NBA compared to the rest of the team. He's the oldest, exactly.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they're gonna win. The Lakers themselves are gonna win against a team like, let's say in the playoffs against like the Pistons and the Knicks, the Thunders, the Spurs. I'm just saying that's who's dominating right now. But I'll give him a chance. Like, I mean, I'm not saying he's going to be bad, but it's just not going to be the same as it was watching him like 10 years ago or 15 years ago. And we're looking at Luka Doncic. That is the only person really we're looking at as the new like Lakers starter, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, I think LeBron, I mean, obviously the scoring wasn't there last night, but 12 assists. I mean, this guy is the best at making all of his teammates around him, like, look, 10 times better. Like you mentioned, DeAndre Ayton, he's been average, right? But I feel like when LeBron comes back, he's going to turn him into a superstar, I think, in some way, shape, or form. But The problem with me for the Lakers, though, even though with LeBron being back, is their depth.
Mhm.
They rank near dead last in the NBA in points off the bench. It's 25 points per game, which is pretty concerning. But LeBron still likes the same old LeBron. He's still explosive. He can still get to the paint. But I think, like I said, having LeBron on your team, where he's 40 years old, but he's still able to have that playmaking ability that he's had all of his career.
Yeah.
And I think alongside Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves, who's having a breakout year,
I do
think
give it to him
it's
for
gonna-
that. I
it's-
do.
it's going to be, I think the Lakers are going to be good this year. I think just in the stacked Western Conference, it's kind of hard to predict right now. But I think if they want to make a deep run in the West, they're going to have to get depth, especially some other ball handler on the bench for sure.
I'm thinking like a Cam Thomas or a Jordan Clarkson type player that can just come up there and give you 20 points off the bench if you give him 30 minutes.
Like you need a high profile score because Luka's going to drop 30 a game. I mean, but you can't just be relying on him all game trying to just chucking up shots. I mean, you got to get some supporting cast around him because that's where the best teams are. You look at the Thunder last year winning the title. I mean, look how deep their team was. I mean, they had guys swapping in and out all series long, making an impact. So having a solid bench is going to propel this team to hopefully make a top run in the West for sure.
I think Luka and Austin are the future for the Lakers. I mean, LeBron is probably going to retire, but I don't know, next season, following season, whatever. But yeah, he's not really the future for them anymore.
Whenever they're going to stop overpaying him is when he'll retire.
Oh, God.
But oh, excuse me. But LeBron is just aging like a fine wine, and whenever you have Luka on the team with him, that's a extremely scary team.
Dangerous.
Yeah, that is a dangerous duo right there. But we have a fun board segment for you today. We are going to stick with the Thanksgiving theme. We are going to compare an athlete of our choice to a Thanksgiving food and explain why. I'm very excited to see yours. And Alex, we're starting with you.
All right, guys. Let me preface this by saying I am the biggest Eagles homer you will ever see. We won the Super Bowl. We're 8-2. Do we look awful doing it? Yes, but I don't care. Okay, we're winning games. I'm delusional. And now let me say, what makes every Thanksgiving dinner better? Friends, family? No. It's gravy. Okay, that's exactly what makes things better. And you know who's the gravy of my life is Saquon Barkley. All right, think of it this way. We go to the Super Bowl in 2022. We have an incredible offense. We have an incredible team. Jonathan Gannon, I will never forgive you for what you did to our defense. However, this team is incredible, right? They're just missing something. And then the next year, they run it back, and they collapse, and they lose to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the playoffs. It was awful. I couldn't stand it. And so they had an incredible turkey there. They had some mashed potatoes and turkey. But then they added some gravy, and that gravy was Saquon Barkley. Mm-hmm. And then they took over the league. And not only is Saquon Barkley the best running back in the league, he brought the Eagles to the promised land. So that's why he's my gravy.
Yeah, see, turkey's only good with gravy, so it kind of makes sense.
I don't like gravy.
I like that. You don't like gravy?
No.
Do you like turkey?
No.
See, that's good.
Just say you don't like Thanksgiving.
It's not about just the turkey. It's with the sides that come with it too.
Overrated, man. It
Like
is.
what?
Thank you. See?
I'm going to guess you like cranberry sauce.
No, are you kidding
I
me?
like cranberry sauce.
Oh my God.
I was about to say.
Wow.
I was about to say.
I don't know.
You might be the first person I've ever heard.
Listen, man, it's good. Like you know, like you have like your whole entree and stuff, and then you get like the sweet cranberry sauce. Like it's good. Like come on now. Come on.
No.
Come on. We're not.
That's
we're
not
not-
Louise. That goes down. That's down
We're
on
not
the
10
list.
years old here.
10 years old.
We gotta learn to like new things. Come on.
I've grown big in my palate.
I'm never going to drink coffee, and I'll never like cranberry sauce.
All right.
Coffee's the goat.
All right.
Moving on, Isabella,
Okay.
you're next.
So this is going to be a little bit of a turn of events for me because I always praise the Yankees. I praise how good they are, the players are, but we're going to stoop down a little bit. And I compared Anthony Volpe to turkey, essentially. I do have a metaphor going with this. Like, I want to preface this that I love him. He definitely deserves a chance. And I do want him to see him grow. I love him as a person. He's really nice as what I've heard. But turkey, to me, when it's plain, it's bland and chewy. So the metaphor I'm getting with that is that the turkey is good the first few bites, Anthony Volpe is good at the start of the season, but as the season progresses, he does bad. He tries hitting for the fences when he's not a home run hitter. He should be getting those RBIs up, and he strikes out a lot also. And his fielding is not good. Last year, what was going on with him? Over 15 mistakes at shortstop. I granted he played with an injury, but there's no excuse. Why are you out there if you're playing with an injury? But I think this pick was really funny. But I do hope he gets better, as I hope turkey gets better and people cook it right. But for now, Anthony Volpe is, I don't think he'll be a starter this season.
Yeah, that's a valid comparison because
Thank
turkey
you.
is gross.
Yeah,
Without
nothing nice follows it when somebody
If he
says, "Well, he's a better man off the field than on the field."
He had a
Nothing
great
nice
rookie
comes
year. He
after that.
declined over the years. Is he going to keep declining, or is he going to step up?
Is he going to play to his potential?
I'm pissed.
The potential that everyone
Yes.
says that he's going to be a superstar.
Definition of
Yes.
insanity is
Haven't
trying the
seen
same
it.
thing over and over and
Yeah,
expecting a different result.
Yep.
Yeah,
I agree.
honestly,
Hopefully he learns if he's not a starter this year. In the next season,
This is the year he figures it out.
yeah, I might give him like one more year just because it's like his
Yeah.
third or fourth
Yeah.
season.
He's
Fourth-
still young.
This will be his
Right.
fifth season, I think,
Ooh,
starting
fifth.
next season.
All right.
So you
Wish
guys
your
have-
time went by.
You guys have an Alec Bohm too. That's cool.
All right, Ben.
All right.
you are
Well,
next.
speaking of insanity, I'm going to be talking about a team that, I completely
Pirates?
yes, the Pirates. You got it. So
How do we guess?
basically, my pick is none other than my guy Paul Skeens, and I compare him to Stuffing because Stuffing is whether you like it or not, it is by far the best. And let me tell there's a reason he's compared to Stuffing for three reasons. One, like I said, it's the best. He won the Cy Young, and he led the league in strikeouts. I mean, fantastic. Two, he stuffs the strike zone. No, that pun intended. He does stuff the strike zone. Led the league in strikeouts. I mean, absolutely baller. And then number three, he I was forgetting what I was saying. But the thing about Paul Skeens is he keeps you around. I could eat Stuffing year round, and that's my delusion. I think about the Pirates year round. I think about how we're going to build the greatest dynasty of all time around this guy Paul Skeens. I know I'm delusional. I completely understand. But the thing is, this guy keeps my hope alive. He's the best in the league, and Stuffing is the best by far. I could eat Stuffing year round, and I could see Paul Skeens pitch year round as well. So that's my
Who
pick.
doesn't like stuffing? That's like
I don't
one
know.
of the
Stuffing's
best
solid.
dishes.
Weirdos don't like Stuffing.
Well, if you don't make it right, then it's hateful. But
See, like you gotta make it right. It's all that
It's like
matters.
baked mac and cheese. If there's too much crust in it, it's just
Ugh.
awful.
that's
You
awful.
got to put sausage in it. That's
Sausage?
yeah. So you've ever had sausage with stuffing before?
No.
I don't think so.
Well,
That's
I
something
bet you like cranberry sauce in there too.
I could use some cranberry sauce. Yeah, why not?
Yep.
See how
All
it
right.
is.
The dig is
It's my turn.
crazy.
All right. So I got some turkey haters over here, but so this take might be a little cold to them.
Cold
But I'm
turkey.
gonna compare Christian McCaffrey to Turkey because this guy, you can't have Thanksgiving without Turkey. You can't have the 49ers offense be as productive as it is without Christian McCaffrey. Sure, you have your mashed potatoes, your gravy, your stuffing, your cranberry sauce, your mac and cheese, but Thanksgiving isn't Thanksgiving without the turkey. And that's just where I'm going with this. If you have a freshly cooked turkey that's just incredible, then you have your Thanksgiving's pretty much made. And that's honestly what Christian McCaffrey is to this 49ers offense. And it's a lot better with him than it is without him. And also his legs are kind of made of turkey legs too sometimes.
No, honestly, yeah.
Coming from a 49ers fan, I love that take.
So you're a Yankees and a 49ers fan?
And a Giants
You like the
fan.
Lakers too?
No.
Oh.
No, I agree. I would say Christian McCaffrey is turkey with gravy or stuffing.
Christian McCaffrey is just special.
He's fantastic. He's only good when I don't draft him in fantasy.
He's like he can pass catch and he can run the ball. So
He's an all-around player.
I'm glad he's out of injury. Thank
Yeah,
God.
he's playing good
Yeah,
ball too.
we deserve a full season of Christian McCaffrey. Absolutely.
Yeah.
We
And,
deserve a Super Bowl winning Christian.
I appreciate you standing up for the Turkey fan club. I really do appreciate it.
Thanks.
Turkey still is bad. Not changing that opinion.
Yeah, it's just not true.
Especially deep fried turkey. That's
Huh?
that's
Okay, now you're
incredible.
losing me a bit.
No, that's incredible. But moving on, speaking of Thanksgiving, one of the staples of Thanksgiving is obviously sports. So let's go around the table, debate what sport we think is best to watch during Thanksgiving.
All right, so there's an obvious answer here, and it's football. So
Yeah, I'm saying.
I'm going to be different here and say feast week college basketball.
Yeah.
Nothing screams Thanksgiving break like the Maui Invitational and the Battle for Atlantis in Las Vegas where nobody travels. So I will say I do love some feast week hoops, which conveniently just does not involve Penn State whatsoever this year, which I'm very upset
Yeah,
about.
it's unfortunate. Well, yeah, I'll have to agree with football because there's nothing better than eating some Thanksgiving food while watching football by far. But I'll say one thing: the National Dog Show. I do not like it at all. I do not like it at all.
That's crazy.
It is literally like it is the equivalent of coming so when I walk downstairs and I see the dog show on my TV, it's the equivalent of coming home from school and seeing a crock pot on the counter. That's literally
That is
how
just
I
the
feel.
worst
Interesting.
take of all time.
No
That's
one
really
likes a crock pot.
interesting.
You're telling me you don't like anything made in a crock pot?
No.
Like meatballs?
Well, maybe meatballs.
Oh!
I never had
Suddenly
meatball
crock pots are
crock
great.
pot.
Okay, but yeah, sure. Yeah, meatballs are just good without
Too
a
Italian
crock
for
pot,
that.
though. You can make good meatballs without a crock pot.
Yeah,
I
you
know,
can.
but
There's crap in
you
there.
roll it and then you
No.
put it on a pan.
No.
Dude, you gotta
Never
be able to enjoy a good
never buy me a
casserole, I'm
crock
sorry.
pot for my birthday. I will throw it in the trash can.
All right, Isabel, what's your
I mean, the obvious answer is football. I don't think there's any other sport that will top that. My family usually has the Cowboys game on because they are Cowboys fans. I'm not part of that. Don't come at me. I'm not part of that. But
Cowboys, Yankees, Niners.
I'm not a Cowboys fan. Leave me.
Cowboys, Yankees,
That's
Niners.
crazy.
That's a crazy combination.
But it's always going to be the Cowboys and Lions playing on Thanksgiving. So I definitely look forward to those games. But Cowboys versus Chiefs is going to be a game to watch.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not a Cowboys fan, like I said, but I also am really looking forward to the college football rivalry weekend that's coming up right after Thanksgiving. So that'll be a sight to see and maybe they'll be stunned, maybe they're not.
I'm glad you like the other dynasty. Yeah, the other team that won 6 championships.
Oh my God.
All right. But moving on to our last point, MLB free agency kicked off last week with players rejecting or accepting their qualifying offers. What are some of the names and teams to watch so far in free agency?
Well, I'm mainly looking after Bo Bichette because I mean he declined his qualifying offer, so he's probably easily one of the biggest names on the market right now that's declined. He's going to provide a lot of value to any team. I mean, he can move. He's probably going to either be a shortstop or a second baseman. I mean, he played both a lot last year, and I think based off of how he played in 2024, his rebound year this year in 2025, that saved him. That's going to make him some good money, no matter where he goes. Even if he goes back to Toronto,
He will.
he's going to be solid. Another guy I had was Edwin Diaz, probably one of the best relievers on the market as well. But as well as that, there's also other players like quality relievers on the market, like Williams, Ranger Suarez,
Quality?
Kenley Jansen.
I don't think Williams.
I mean,
was
Devin. Well, I guess maybe not.
Devin
Devin Williams was
Williams.
kind of a bad starting point, but like Suarez, Raisel Iglesias. I mean, there's some quality bullpen arms out there, but I think Edwin Diaz is by far the best.
Yeah, he's
option.
definitely the star of that market. I thought you were going to open with Kyle Schwarber.
Well,
That's exactly what
You-
I thought
you-
was happening.
You can talk about
Kyle Schwarber, if you're listening to this, come home, please.
Kyle Schwarber. If you're listening to
Please
this,
come
there's an
home.
Allegheny
Plot
River where you can
twist.
go out and just hit absolute
Pierogies
nukes.
are awful, Kyle. I know you like cheesesteaks.
They are, but Pittsburgh is great.
Yeah.
telling you.
So if the Phillies want to be serious about winning World Series, they need to re-sign Schwarber, Ranger Suarez, and JT Realmuto. JT Realmuto is the best catcher on the market. You're not going to find anybody else that's better than him. Does what he does, plays Gold Glove defense, can hit about 270, give you 800 OPS. There's nothing else you want from a catcher. But I will say the number one free agent, it's not even close. It's Kyle Tucker. Kyle Tucker is who'd you have as number one?
Cody Bellinger.
It's just not
Of
true.
course.
What do you mean, of course?
Because you're a Yankees fan.
No,
of
it has
course.
nothing to do with that.
If
It's
you
just
had-
he's high demand. Look at his stats from last season.
High demand.
Both defense and hitting.
No, he's,
Okay,
he's,
so
he's a
you're
great player.
telling me right now you would rather have Cody Bellinger in like right field than Kyle Tucker?
I would like to have both. That's the dream lineup
No,
for the
that's
Yankees.
not the question. Like, would you rather have Kyle Tucker or Cody Bellinger?
Oh, I don't know.
It's Kyle Tucker. Come on. He's a proven playoff commodity. Cody Bellinger, he's great, but he's just not consistent.
Okay, first, I want to preface the Yankees need to re-sign Cody Bellinger. There's no question about it.
Yeah.
They need him. They need him to even be in the playoffs. That's nothing more to say about that. We know. But I would love for Yankees to also get Kyle Tucker. Kyle Tucker is not going to the Giants. They're a small market team. They can't afford him. He wants over $300 million. Dodgers, Blue Jays, those kind of teams are going to be looking at Kyle Tucker. He's one of the best. He's probably one of the best, if not the best, outfielder in the league, next to Cody Bellinger. On whatever, no bias there. But yeah, it'd be nice to have the dream outfield.
I think Bregman's going to Yankees.
No.
Who's your third baseman?
Ryan
The Jazz
McMahon.
right now, I think.
Yeah, he plays second base.
Oh no, not Jazz.
It's Ryan McMahon.
It was
Maybe
McMahon.
Ryan
I mean, he's
McMahon.
good.
Yeah, he's just not out. Like Alex Bregman's different. I don't think he's going back to Boston. And then
Really?
you want obviously you're going to have your yearly Japanese player going to the Dodgers. This year it's going to be Tetsuya Imai or Murutaka Murakami. So it's going to be one of those guys for sure.
Yeah, free agency is going to be really fun to watch this year. But that is all the time we have today on 360 Sports. For Alex McChrystal, Ben Barker, and Isabella Sposato, have a great Thanksgiving next week, and we will see you back on 360 Sports in 2 weeks.